Hi, my name is Ruta and you're watching 100 days of awesome hair days where we're trying different hairstyles every day. Luckily for me, I have a long hair which, like you can do anything. And it is a challenge that I have taken on to change my habit, to build my persistence and commitment muscle, and also it's a good excuse to do something while I'm talking about how I feel, because this is something that morphed from my mood diary. So yeah, just a kind of like a natural part of the day, natural part of me talking about how I feel. I feel like kind of like doing something at the same time. It kind of like relaxes me as well. So, okay, we have 2 hair bands. We have some hair grips. We have a hair comb. We have a hairbrush. And today we are gonna be doing a hairstyle called Milkmaid Plait. So it's actually, I already read through it. It looks more complex than it is. So the technique is pretty simple, especially if you already know how to do 3-strand plait. So start with dry hair, divide the hair in half from the middle of the hairline down to the nape of the neck. Split one side into 3 sections and apply simple 3-strand plait technique. Continue this technique until you have no more hair to work with and secure the end with the hairband. And then repeat the same technique on the other side, then tug the sides of the plaits to plump them out and add volume. Once both sections have been plaited, wrap the right plait across the front of your hairline and pin the ends into the scalp using hair grips. Take the left plait and wrap it over to the right side directly behind the first plait to secure it with the hair grips. Okay, so it's actually, I love this because, okay, where's my, okay, I found it. I love this because, with the simple plaits, you can do so many techniques, like just do many things. And I'm only learning this now. Right, so what I'm doing here, I'm just kind of like, I don't even know if this is exactly in the middle, but I think the goal is to separate the hair in 2. And probably we're gonna be seeing if I've done a good job or I didn't do a good job from the back. So once again, just wanna make sure I get it pretty straight. Pretty straight to me is actually good enough. And keeping one side loose, and then I'm just gonna have a brush over. And it looks like we're not making the hair too tight. We're just kind of like doing normal hair plait. And then we will need to plump it up a little bit. So, smoothen the hair, divide it in 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually dividing it intuitively. If I sometimes feel like I've taken too much hair, I just kind of divide it again. So, and then back strand over middle, front strand over middle, back strand over middle, front strand over to the middle, and I'm just gonna plait it all the way up until I have no more hair to go with. With layered hair, whenever you do plaits, it's a little bit more tricky to do because it ends kind of here and then you have a bit of hair left. Right, I'm just gonna check. You know what? I'm just gonna do it again because I think this side is a little bit too loose. What I don't want to happen is when I cross over the plaits, I have some bumps which I cannot get rid of. So therefore I'm just gonna do it quickly again. And I don't mind redoing it because it's not really that much of work. So I'm starting from the front strand this time and just putting it back. Maybe it's gonna get rid of loose hair at the front. I finished replating my left hand side, and I'm just gonna do the same with my right hand side. And after that, I'm gonna do a little bit of plumping up. Plumping up is easy thing to do, and it's very good because it adds you extra volume. So it doesn't even matter if your hair is quite thin, it can look like you have pretty nice volume going on in there. Okay, so now doing the same, I'm starting from the front section and putting it back to get rid of this kind of like a loose appearance at the front, and I'm doing it just right behind my ear. I don't know, maybe there is some certain kind of like technique or something where you need to put it like more backwards or something, but I think these things we discover as we practice. So for now, I'm just gonna do what I can with how much the hair I have. And can you see, like, the last bit of my hair is here. I don't know how it happens, like it looks like this one is a bit longer than this one. Okay, in that case, I'm just gonna do this one over the other side. So if there is some pattern missing, you can't really see it. Okay, so after we done this, the next job is to plump it up. Plumping up looks like this. Pulling slightly, and to me it's not always turns out in a very tidy way, because you know, sometimes when you pull, other hair comes with it and it looks a little bit kind of messy. But I prefer messiness to over smoothness, I guess, because naturally, to me personally, it's easier to maintain any hairstyle if it's a little bit kind of like a free, a little bit more loose, a little bit more relaxed, than having to worry about like having all the hair in the right place. Okay, right, I think that actually that's what it is, and that's what we need. So we're gonna go on a step. Right, so next step is kind of like a cross them over and hide it behind one another. So I have one to be crossed over this way. This one is a bit longer and a little bit longer in that way. So I'm doing it kind of like more towards the front, and I'm just securing the end of the plait at this point, just below my, what is it called? Oh my god, hairband, right? And I'm gonna do now with the other one. It says put the other plait just right behind it. With me, it looks like I'm gonna have to do it like this because it comes up only to the middle. So I'm doing it like this, and I'm just gonna put a clip so that it kind of connects the plait, the end of the side plait, and it kind of connects it to the scalp. But I don't want it to pull my hair, so I'm just kind of like doing it a few times. Okay, now I have these things sticking out. So what I will do with them, I'm gonna gently tuck it beneath the plait, and then I'm gonna hide the grips slightly like behind the plait again. So from the front you can't really see it, and I have the same problem with this side. So on this side I also will tuck this hair that is sticking out right like in there, and just gonna use a hair grip kind of behind the plait to conceal it. I don't even know if I actually can put it a little bit more up or not, because I'm not sure if I want this hairband to be visible. Yeah, okay, like this I think is a bit better. So Milkmaid Plait. I think if I were to do it next time, I could even do something like leave the front bits of the hair a little bit out because they are much shorter, and then just plait my hair all the way down, more towards the back, and then grips, use it grips to kind of pull the front section from both sides that is shorter under the plaits. So I'm gonna show you how it looks like from the back. Let me check it myself. Oh yeah, actually it looks pretty smooth, except that you can see one of the colorful hairband. I think if you were to do it in a way that you cannot see anything, you would need to use either neutral hairbands, or if your hair is very similar length, you can do long plaits that goes both ways, all the way, both sides, and then it would just hide behind each other. So Milkmaid Plait, there we go. My emotional state today is pretty good. I feel pretty balanced and I feel pretty rested. Physically I'm well. Emotionally I'm not overwhelmed, or nor am I overstressed. And I pulled some cards, frequency cards by Teal Swan, and I had some beautiful energies, indication like I need to tap into my creativity. Then I kind of really need to step into my calling. So all the positive signs that you can wish for. And also about the creativity, very interesting. It also said like, forget everything that you know, everything that you have been taught, and just step into your own unique creativity. So yesterday I actually created an account on TikTok. Before that I was like, I'm not sure what can I do, because it looks like most of the people are using it for some fun jokes or things like that. And it's fun and it's entertaining, but that's not exactly my purpose. My purpose is emotional integration. So, but then I created it because my partner showed me some good examples. So I was like, yeah, you know what, I could do that. I feel like I've taken the step that I wanted to take. Because when building your business brand with the social media, some social media channels are working better than the others. Well, I'm using YouTube for this because this is kind of like, honestly, it's kind of like a diary. So it's kind of like a library of my own recording, myself doing something, talking about something, and then, you know, like opening to opportunity for other people to find it, to see it, to share the experience, to enjoy it, relate, and, you know, feel like they found something. So yeah. Oh, I have my nose itchy. I think some of the hair that I have left, they kind of leave it. It's probably not very visible, but it kind of touches my face and I'm feeling a bit of irritation. Okay, on my face. Or maybe it's the hay fever. Although it's a bit too late. So yeah, so I say I feel probably 9 out of 10. Another thing that I need to do today is celebrate. I don't know how to celebrate. And connect to my joy. So how can I connect to my joy? Just do something for a pure entertainment. So this is my task for today, and this is what I'm gonna be thinking about. Yeah, and that's also my wish for you today, is to find excuse or anything to celebrate and to feel joy, and make it to be a great day out of whatever the inner reason you have, and enjoy almost the end of the week if you're working. So my friends, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sharing this journey with me. Have a nice rest of your day or the evening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.